All right, everyone, hello. My name's Tony Horton. Welcome to week 3. 2 weeks down, 14 days. How you doing? Did you miss a few days? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But you're in the game and you're working hard, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what we're going to focus on this week? Form and function. Form and function is really, really important because a lot of times I'll see folks doing push-ups that look like a snail. I don't know, going through mud. It's pretty funky, okay? So I want you to really focus on your breath. All right? A lot of people say, well, you have to exhale when you're exerting and inhale during the retraction. That's great if you can focus on that. I just want air to come in and out of your body when you're exercising, because what that will do is it'll give your body the opportunity to maybe get a couple more reps, all right, or increase your range of motion, and certainly and always helping your flexibility, right? So focus on your breath and make sure that when you're doing your push-ups, how low can you go? All right, I mean, if last week is different than this coming week, and the first week is going to be different than the fourth week, because it's really important to understand that if you up your reps, you know, let's say you've been stuck on that 8 repetition thing for a while, right? Okay, I want big muscles. Tony said if I want bigger muscles, I should do less reps. If I want leaner muscles, I should do more reps. Great. You know what? This week, I want you to do the opposite. So if you're used to doing high reps, I want you to do low reps. If you've been doing low reps, I want you to do high reps. And if you're focusing on push-ups and exercises that involve big ranges of motion, see if you can go a little bit deeper. See if you can get an extra rep or two, because that's really going to break down more muscle and really help your body burn more calories. That's really, really important. Also, let's get into the food. How'd it go last couple weeks? I know we talked about last week. Eliminating things that are desperately bad for you. Refined foods, too much dairy, and a lot of processed meats, and just meat in general. If you're able to cut that out, I'm sure you lost 3 or 4 or 5 pounds at least this week. It's very, very possible. That is huge. So this week, it's about range of motion, good form, plenty of breathing, and make sure that you're continuing to eat the good, healthy foods. Another thing, too, that I'm trying to get away from is gluten. And gluten is in everything. Don't look at the front of the box or the bag. Look at the back. Turn it over and see how much protein is in there. See how much sugar is in there. See how much fat is in there. And if it's refined, whole grain, even whole grain has wheat. And a lot of folks can't really process gluten very well. So it's hard to get out of your diet. I'm not telling you to eliminate it completely, because it's almost impossible. Some people can, but they live in a secret castle where they have no gluten. I don't even know. All right, so the gluten-free castle, it's a magical place. But I don't live there. I live in the real world. So, really try to cut out. Now, I'm not saying cut out carbohydrates, because whole grain carbohydrates are good for energy and good for the brain. So don't cut them out completely. I know so many folks are, carbohydrates are terrible. They're making me fat. No. Fat, sugar, and salt. That's what's the problem. So it's okay to have whole grains. Just try to cut out the gluten if you can. There you go. Week 3, Tony Horton. Go to beachbody.com or p90x.com and look around. I'll be there to help you out.